do have one public comment at this time. Tommy Poer.
Be sold within the corporate.
She was a force to be reckoned with, the self-proclaimed busybody of Buda. Tommy Poer was civically engaged for 60 years.
I've opposed it, and I still do.
She was at every city council meeting. Before her health got bad, she was there all the time. Ms. Poer was about accountability, and you as an organization had to be accountable and fair to everyone. It wasn't just, she was there just to give you a hard time for the sake of giving you a hard time and the sake of complaining. She would come because there was a real issue that needed addressing. And she would come not only to tell you about it, but she would also have some possible solutions.
I'm Tommy Poer. I live at 101 South San Marcos Street in Old Town.
Miss Tommy, as she was affectionately referred to by city staff, came to Buda in 1957 when the population stood at 287. She quickly got involved in the community. She and her husband Jim helped lead the charge for school integration and were instrumental in 𝐒𝐞𝐫𝐯𝐢𝐜𝐞𝐬 consolidation. She also fought for desegregation in the district.
The way I remember it, Tommy came here from Indiana. I think she had lived in Indiana for quite some time, and she relocated to Texas. And so some of the things in Texas were different and unique to her and how she lived. And some of the stories she told me, she's always said that as far as getting together with people of different races and color was not unique to her. It was kind of what they did in their community.
Miss Tommy's civic involvement reads like a resume, and she stood her ground. One time, she was even escorted out of a city council meeting when things got a bit too heated. She also ran for several political positions.
She had actually served on the Buda City Council at one time as a term, and was very involved in the school district, and even worked at the newspaper, Hayes Free Press, at one time.
She was involved in various Buda City Council committees, including the Women's Club in 1967, which helped start the city's first library, and she served as a member on the first library board. Tommy served on 2 comprehensive plan steering committees, the 2014 Bond Committee, Downtown Master Plan Committee, Buda Economic Development Corporation, and the list goes on. She was also one of the key organizers of the city's 125th anniversary celebration and parade in 2006.
She had a perspective of Buda that few people had, her perspective. Not only was it due to her memory, you know, she had this catalog of information, written information, and newspaper clippings. If we needed something to talk about, research the history or something on Buda, she could produce the newspaper clippings and discuss it with you, share it with you.
One of City Manager Kenneth Williams' favorite memories of Tommy was her yearly Halloween visits to the city.
She would come in on Halloween as a character, and one of her favorite ones was a spinoff of a Dolly Parton character. She would come in and talk to us, and one morning she came in, it actually was the night that, maybe October 31st after the flood in Buda. She showed up the next morning. We had been working all night, and she came in character and basically entertained us all and gave us an opportunity to laugh after going through a really difficult night and a really difficult period. And she was really good at that. And at Christmas time, she would show up in character, and she would give me, one of the things she would always do, she would bring a lump of coal, and she would say, give this to one of your employees. And if you know about the lump of coal, it's not a good thing to do. And this one time she recommended giving it to someone. And it was a person that she really respected them, but again, in her honesty and her straightforwardness, she thought that they didn't have a very good year.
In 2017, Ms. Tommy moved from Buda to an assisted living facility in the Austin area. The city recognized her with a reception and officially proclaimed February 7th as Tommy Poer Day.
We call upon the citizens of Buda to recognize the achievements and exemplary work of Ms. Tommy and recommend her example to all those who desire to provide great service to their community. Thank you.
Tommy Poer is and was Buda. She's one of the first things I saw when I got to Buda, and she identified Buda to me and how it was going to work. So she'll always have a special place in my heart and Cynthia's heart, my wife's heart, as public servants here in Buda, and we're going to certainly miss her.